Hey, Polly.
What?
Where does this remind you of?
Oh, it's cold and damp.
No, but where does it remind you of?
Ouch! Prickles. What?
Where else could it be? We're home, Duchess.
You never give up hope, do you? We'll ask the doctor. Hey, doctor.
Listen. Sounds like a cup final.
Look out!
What was it? It's like an old-time cannonball. Ah! Stop. Allow me. Yes. Heaven powder. That does it.
But, Doctor, we can't leave. This looks like England.
Yeah, I'm going to have a look over that hill.
Doctor, you don't want us to think you're afraid, do you?
Why not?
Look, we can't let Ben go up there on his own. We don't know what he's going to find. Come on.
Kirsty,
Badly needs a doctor.
Aye, and food.
water,
Fished, Father.
water.
It's a wee drop left yet.
The battle.
It's done. The clans are broken, shot to pieces by the English guns. Never had the chance to get to within Claymore's land for them.
The slaughter.
What the thing that a red was upon us.
They'll be here soon enough, have no fear.
The prince.
Dinna fash yourself. He was the first to leave the field.
What's that you say about the prince?
Oh, stay the pair of you. Why didn't you leave me to die on the field?
You're the laird himself.
The laird of what? All the men of our clan are lying in the mud of Culloden Moor. Oh, I should be with them. Oh, Kirsty, my Kirsty.
We may not be long joining them. The English troops are butchering all their wounded and hanging all their prisoners.
Can't hang us all, can they?
They'll ne'er hang me, Piper. You may be sure of that.
Hey, look! This must be where that cannonball came from. It's unlikely. You mean it's unlikely? It's been spiked. It's been what? It's been spiked. Well, how did you know? I would like a hat like this. How do you look?
It's got words on it. With Charles, our brave and merciful Prince Royal, will greatly fall or nobly save our country.
Bah. Romantic piffle.
You pick it up.
Careful, like.
This way here.
Click!
We want to water the cave.
Father, you're in no fit state to travel.
Kirsty, get away with you.
Hey,
I know not. They're no Scots. They threw down the Prince's cockade.
Cade?
What prince?
Prince Charles Edward.
Bonnie Prince Charlie.
You have the tongue. Aye, I thought so. English, the three of them, camp followers to the Duke of Cumberland, come to steal from the dead.
wait a moment. Do you wish to pray before you die?
Die?
Die for what?
Oh, you can't kill us in cold blood. Oh, our blood's warm enough. Your English troopers gave no quarter to men, women, and bairns.
Doctor, tell them who we are. Doctor?
Get away with you, woman!
The doctor!
Nee, doctor. Nee, doctor.
Tell him after. Let him help the laird.
We're not going to trust the laird with these Sassenachs, woman.
Help him at all.
Casting to the women.
Right, both of you. Or your lad won't need a doctor.
Better then. And now, gentlemen,
I'm warning you.
Your swords, I think.
Oh, go on. Give them up.
Ollie, take the sword. That's better. Now, I'm going to have a look at the wound. Come along. Come along. Let me see.
Oh!
Yes. We're going to need some clean water to bathe the wound.
I'll not leave him.
We are not going to harm him. Polly?
Yes?
You go with her.
All right.
Off you go, then. Put it away, Ben.
Well, you're going to trust these blokes.
Highlander's word is his bond. At least don't point it at me.
Just went off.
You fool!
You'll have every English soldier within miles.
What's wrong with that?
What? You should have paid more attention to your history books, Ben.
Hey?
Redcoats.
They'll slaughter us.
Be caught like rats in a trap. Can we not run for it?
And leave the laird to their mercy. There's but one chance. It is but a very slim one. I will try and draw them away from this cottage.
Wait. Wait!
I can't talk! Surrender in the king's name!
Oh, blimey, it's good to hear a London voice again.
Silence, you rebel dog!
Rebel? What are you talking about? I'm no rebel. Me and the doctor here have just arrived.
Deserter then. You'll hang just the same.
I'm glad you've come, Sergeant. I was waiting for an escort.
Who the devil
Simmer your tongue, Sergeant. You are in charge of these men?
No.
I am. A gentleman at last. Dr. Van Veer, at your service.
Doctor who?
That's what I said.
One of those confounded froggies that came over with the Pretender.
We ain't French, are we?
Chairman from Hanover, where your good King George comes from. And I speak English a good deal better than he does.
Here, that's a treason. Shall we hang him now?
Wait a moment. Who is that? Colin MacLaren, a laird. An army's piper.
Ah, they're a poor lot, sir. We get no pickings here. Let's hang them and have done.
Well, a right shower you are. What have we done? Nothing. And what have you got against these two? They lost a battle, right? Well, doesn't that make them prisoners of war?
Rebels are not treated as prisoners of war. Right, Sergeant. Prepare to hang them.
Sir, take him out.
I tell you, I will
Him
We
too.
haven't done
And
anything.
him.
Perkins. Yes, sir.
Not a very inspiring battle, would you say, Perkins?
Don't really know, sir. I've never seen one before.
This one was over in a brief hour. Huh. Never have I seen such brave fellows so poorly led. And now, Cumberland's troops butchering the wounded. It's such a waste of manpower. A little wine, Perkins.
Oh, yes, sir. Quite ready for it, I'm, sir. This sharp northern air, sir, gives one quite an appetite.
Who are those men?
Don't pretend you cannot recognize English redcoats when you see them, even at this distance.
English? Oh, that's all right then. We're safe.
Do you want to get us both killed, tortured? Look, we could hang our men.
It's horrible. They've got to be stopped.
How?
There must be something we can do.
We can but more.
Crying's no good. Have you still got breath to run? Come on, we're going to create a diversion.
What was that? Look, sir. Over there. What the hell?
Looks like a winch. Stab me, there's another one.
Puts me in mind of what Sergeant King of the Dragoons said, sir.
What?
Well, the Dragoons have got orders to stop every woman. Not that they need them, mind.
Get to the point, Sergeant.
Yeah, well, they've heard that the prince is trying to escape disguised as a woman. Shall I go after him, sir?
No. I'll go.
You two men, come with me.
This is our chance. The officer's coming after us. They can't hang them with the officer away. Let's go.
It'll do no good.
Rubbish, you must know this place better than they do.
Oh, there's a high track.
And we're younger than they are. They'll never catch us. Come on.
What? No.
What a great devotion to duty your lieutenant shows, Sergeant.
Devotion to duty. Devotion to £30,000 reward, that's all.
Do you think he will catch them?
That young whelp couldn't catch his own grandmother.
Disrespect your superior officer, Sergeant. I can report you.
You could, but you won't.
Ah, but at the price, Sergeant.
You won't, because you won't be here when he gets back. All right, you scum, proceed with the hanging.
Well, you can't hang us with the officer away.
Why do you think he went away? Got a delicate stomach, he has. Always leaves the dirty stuff to me. Right, get him up. Take the strain. Stand by. Halt! What do you want?
One moment.
Who the devil are you?
Solicitor Gray, Lincoln's Inn Fields. His Majesty's Commissioner for Disposal of Rebel Prisoners.
There's a fine, sturdy young man. Take the nooses off them. Set that young man down.
Sit him down.
Oh, I don't care who you are. You've got no charge over my men.
Can you not read, Sergeant? I have charge over all rebel prisoners.
Of course he has. Appointed by the Chief Justice of England. All prisoners.
Not these.
Perkins. Of course, I regret any inconvenience encountered by yourself and these fine fellows of yours.
All right. You heard what the Commissioner said. Nooses off, get him down.
Oh, thanks, sir.
A trifle, I assure you. Strong ruffians like you and this other young rebel here are needed in His Majesty's service.
You men escort this gentleman and these prisoners to Inverness. I'll wait here for the lieutenant.
What will happen to us?
First you go to Inverness, and then perhaps, sea voyage?
Do you good, rogue. Come on.
You don't live here, do you?
Oh, no. My family use it as a hideout after a cattle raid.
A cattle raid? You mean you rob people?
No. We only take from those who steal from us.
It's dark.
Ah, there we are.
Got to make a plan. We saw them being marched away. Now, where would they be taking them?
Inverness. Jail.
Oh, look, don't start crying again. If they've taken them to jail, then we've got to get them out. Have you got any money?
For what would we need money?
Well, for food, of course. That biscuit isn't going to last very long. And for bribing guards with. What have we got we can sell? This won't fetch much, but at least it's a start.
How should you help us? You're English.
They've got my friends too, remember? Yes, I must get some proper clothes.
Why do you wear the short skirts of a bairn? You're a grown woman.
Well, it would take too long to explain. Hey, that ring, it's gold. Look, you've got to trust me.
It doesn't belong to me. It's my father's.
Well, let me just look at it. Come on, I just want to look at it, that's all. It's beautiful. We should get a lot for that.
We're not going to sell it.
Not even to save your father's life.
He wouldn't thank me.
Oh, you're hopeless. Why not, for goodness sake?
He entrusted it to me before the battle. He would kill me if I ever parted with it.
I don't understand you people. Come on, give it to me.
No.
Look, give it to me. Please yourself. You're just a stupid peasant. I'm off to help my friends. You can stay here and guard your precious ring.
Look, mind your step. It'll be dark soon.
Watch out for yourself.
You'll get lost.
think it was?
I thought a red could have fallen into the animal trap.
Well, by the look on your face, I'm glad it wasn't. Come on, help me out of here.
Well, look, give me your hand then.
Wait a minute, I can't...
Well, come on.
Pull!
Quick.
Couldn't catch a couple of wenches, could you? Call yourselves soldiers? The terror of the Highlands? You wouldn't frighten a one-armed dairymaid. Well, I've done enough walking for one day. Go and fetch my horse. Cannot back with 1 hour, 300 lashes apiece.
Listen, I've got an idea. Since our officer has so obligingly parked himself outside our pit, we'll lure him in to join us.
Oh, no,
we'll be able to deal with him. Now, this is what we're going to do.
What's that?
Move and I'll blow your brains out.
She will too, so you'd better keep still. I'll take the sash for his feet, and you take the belt for his wrists.
Wait! Do nothing for assaulting a king's officer. You could...
The next thing is his pocket.
Oh, no.
Look, he's probably got money and we need it.
You come mean to rob me.
You and your kind of robbed our glens. Look, he's got food. Chicken and bread.
Great! Now, my gallant officer.
I've done you no harm.
It's no thanks to you that my father and Jamie weren't hanged. They're probably rotting in jail in Inverness by now.
Let's have a tune to cheer us all up.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd heard the last of that.
Man! Well, you're a loyal Jacobite, aren't you? This is your tune. Come on, everybody, join in.
You. Heavens, did you hear that tune? The rebel dirge. They were singing it to drive me out of my mind, as I'm a loyal subject to King George II. Oh, what's that got to do with me? They know of a plot to murder your generals at Duke of Cumberland.
What? Oh, come off it, Doctor. I knew he wasn't one of us.
Oh, take me to Solicitor Gray. Perhaps we're in time to prevent it. Why didn't you speak about this before?
Well, it's only just discovered. That rogue is party to it. That's all right.
18, 19, 20. 20 guineas. How far do you think it'll get us?
I've never seen so much money in all my days.
You're both hanged for this, you know.
You're very fond of hanging, aren't you, Mr... Hey, what's your name?
I refuse to tell you.
Oh, we're very brave all of a sudden. Watch him, Kirsty. He must have some form of... Aha. Yes. Algernon Thomas Alfred Finch. 2 F's. Lieutenant in the Honourable Colonel Atwood's Rifles. So, I bet the Colonel would be highly interested to hear how his Lieutenant for Finch was captured by 2 girls.
You would not tell.
Oh, wouldn't we? Give me the knife, Kirsty.
What are you going to do?
Never fear, Algernon Thomas for Finch. I'm just after a small souvenir, that's all. There we are. This piece of hair and this disc will be proof enough in case the Colonel doesn't believe us.
But why?
We need an ally in the enemy camp. And I think we found one. Come on, Kirsty, let's go before his officer soldiers get back.
Come in. Well?
One of the prisoners, sir, insists on seeing you. Says he has some important information about a plot against the Duke's life, sir.
Why come to me?
Oh, says he won't speak to no one else but you, sir.
Which prisoner is it?
A German doctor, sir.
Ah, interesting. Bring him in at once.
Sir.
You may go.
Sir.
Now, Doctor, your story. I hope it is an entertaining one. It has cost me a silver shilling. Very well, then. What is the nature of this plot?
There is no plot.
Have a care, Doctor. You waste my time at your peril.
Would the chance to lay your hands on £15,000 be a waste of your time?
What would a vagabond like you know of such a sum, pray?
The personal standard of Prince Charles Edward.
Indeed.
Whoever was entrusted with this standard stood closest to the counsels of the prince. You would agree?
Mm-hmm.
He would also know where the prince was most likely to run to.
Which prisoner carried this standard?
That must remain my secret for the time being.
There are ways to force your tongue.
But why employ them since we're both on the same side? The 30,000 pounds reward for the capture of the prince is surely enough to satisfy both of us.
Ah, you have some fresh information as to his whereabouts.
I am on the track of some, but I need a free hand.
Ah!
Don't cry out. I'm not very expert with these things, and it just might go off in your face. Turn around and put your hands behind you.
You'll pay for this.
Just keep very still.
Sir?
Sergeant!
Where are you, sir? I can't quite see.
I'm down here, man.
Oh. There you are.
What took you so long, you jackanapes?
Well, we made the best time we could in the dark, sir, but it's hard to see our way, you see.
Well, don't just stand there. Get me out of this infernal hole.
Well, it's very deep, sir.
Get me out at once, or I'll order you 500 lashes apiece.
Oh, don't misunderstand me, sir. I'm willing enough to try, but you see, we're not used to pulling officers out of pits.
Confounded man, what are you jabbering about?
Well, I mean to say, sir, you see, officers don't usually fall into pits.
You'll regret this, Sergeant.
What have we here, then? A pretty sight you look like. And what might this be a cure for? St. Vitus down?
Release me, you fool.
You let him escape.
Well, I didn't know. It's me head. One more such folly. 'Twill need no further cures.
The Prince's standard.
Aye, he used that to trick me with. But he won't get far. Perkins, summon the watch. And you, get those prisoners aboard before the soldiers get here.
Ah. Molly, where are you?
Richt!
Molly!
Christian noise! I'm coming!
That's two of them and room for one more.
You do. Out with the others.
On, all three of you. Outside.
Move!